Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the BTSL. It's actually been a bit of time since we've run one of these, as our schedule just got so clogged up. We kind of incidentally memed away Season 3, but we actually are here with what I mistyped as Season 4, but is actually Season 3 of the BTSL. We got some really great signups tonight. I guess the check-ins are closing as we speak. It'll probably be another 5 to 10 minutes. But how are you doing there, Zombie Grub? How you doing now?
How am I doing as opposed to
to what are you doing? Because I know what you're doing. You're getting ready to cast some mother flipping StarCraft 2.
Okay, I'm fine now. Are you fine now?
Yeah, but that's because I'm here. Are you here or no? I ruined that. I see that the bit boss thing already broke, though. Hang on. This is why I took it off stream the other day, guys. As you can see, it's supposed to be Castiana who's the current boss. Maybe because I don't have persistence on. We had this issue before with swapping scenes, and I think, yeah, I forgot to check off persistence. So, what I'm going to do is Castiana had 499 health. Fuck it. Castiana's the current boss. I'm just going to leave his name. He's got 500 free HP and is seen as BaseTradeTV, but it's Castiana. Because I'm not messing with this today. It breaks too often, and if anything, I'll probably turn it off. Montyun actually attacks with 9 bits. Thank you very much. But yeah, as we wrap up the check-ins, some really good names on the list. Beyond and Zest stand out. Hero as well. I was really hoping to get our house members playing today, but I guess that fell through too. So that sucks. But Seed and Bunny and Keen and lots of good names. So if you guys need to take a look at the brackets, type ! brackets in chat. But yeah, again, thank you very much, Castiana, for the current bit boss. I think they donated 1,500 bits or cheered 1,500 bits to kick off the stream. That's a good start. So it's so weird because we don't have any resubs we're shouting out, which is a little bit awkward and strange. But I do need to sell out while we wait for things to begin, because I see that currently we have well, ballpark 300 viewers already tuning in before the show starts, which is, by the way, awesome. Thanks, guys. But as you can see, we finally got the scrolling widget thing working. Oh, damn. These are not aligned properly. I had to load up an old scene, and I'll fix that in a moment. But anyways, if you look at the bottom right, you can see we got the donation tickers going, so your name's going to be displayed on stream if you contribute to the Matcherino. You can also do this for free by using the code BTSL1. But I'm going to go fix this before we get started, because this scene is apparently from before Rifkin learned how to style. Would you do me a favor? Are you in Twitch alerts right now?
Yeah.
Would you run a test donation or repeat a resub or something? I just have to resize this window.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be up here and above things. All right. I will need you to do that again in a moment.
Okay.
All right. Run it again, Zombie Grub. Almost. Almost. Almost so perfect, guys. All right, one more time. Hit me, Sal.
That didn't really work.
Boom. All right. This is actually clearly just an elaborate scheme to show off Matcherino's resubs again and again and again.
Yep.
Thank you, Matcherino, for the resub. I'll get you read that message too, and then play it one more time.
Haru SOS resub for 14 months. Sleep is for the week.
Can you hit the repeat button one more time, please? Thank you. But yeah, was there no message with the Matcherino resub? I'm pretty sure there was.
Reset for 13 months. Why does my brain only feel lack of sleep in the morning? Looking forward to the series. Let's do it. Doesn't that make so much sense?
Hang on.
Well, thank you.
If the brain's lacking sleep, then maybe it makes perfect sense. Why does my brain only feel like sleep in the morning? This is like, I feel like now a philosophical question and less of an actual question. You know?
Yes, thank you to Darthilius for the 28-month resub.
Alright, and I should finally have all the scenes set back up again. It's not the best, but it will do. We're simple folks here at Base Trade. Grow our subs one at a time. Just like our pant legs or something like
I'm
that.
I'm not sure it's for the country of that.
I've actually currently learned to hate crops, wheat especially, because playing Battlegrounds with Nate, we tend to die in the wheat fields pretty often.
Don't go in the wheat fields.
Good
Or just
advice,
get good.
Zombie Grub. Why don't
Get
you play
good,
this game
son.
with a... Oh, you.
I
All right,
mean,
so
either
while
one.
we're waiting for things to line up, I do want to show off this cool thing I got. So I will say 99% of the time, I see an ad on Facebook or Reddit or anywhere, I don't usually care for it, but I've really wanted to get like one of these fidgety toys for a while. So this isn't like an amazing one, but it's called like a fidget spinner or Ninja Star spinner. Anyways, it looks like this. It's super cool. It's super pretty. It's like gold. Look at it, shiny. And it just spins. And that's it. There's no cool gimmicks to it other than this. My finger's now the propeller to a plane from the 40s, and I am flying through the air. But it's pretty cool, and I like it. So expect me to yell ouch a couple of times when I spin this too fast, and then let it hit my knuckles, chop off some of my skin. Ow! Actually, that did hurt. Fuck. So yeah, if you hear me randomly crying out for pain in the cast, because I have spun this too fast and I'm fiddling too furious.
Too fast, too fiddling.
Yeah. Anyways, we ended up delaying check-ins slightly, partially because I wasn't ready to go on time, but a couple players also needed a few minutes extra as well. So, again, we are just waiting for the admin to give us the go-ahead, and we'll get this show started. All best of threes today, by the looks of it.
Isn't that the way it usually goes?
Yeah, should start soon, guys. Like 5 mins max.
5 men's.
5 mins! Like mints. Mint tea. Minty? It's a minty mint tea. Do you think that's why they call it mint tea? Because it tastes minty?
Yes, because it's made out of peppermint. Mint. I don't think you're blowing anyone's minds with that one.
No, but I was trying to be clever with my words. Clearly it did not work. Here's Apollo. What's up, Apollo? How you doing there, guy?
He's so patient and lovely.
So yeah, the prize pool for the BTSL, still I will mention, comes pretty much primarily from Twitch. But Match Arena is throwing us 100 codes that we can redeem. So when we talked about the BTSL code earlier, I guess we'll walk people through it a little bit more once we've got more viewers tuning in. But if we can use 100 codes and nobody donates a single dollar beyond that, we will have $200 for the prize money, which is double the previous prize pool, which I think is awesome. And hopefully it's going to be quite lucrative for these players. Oh, thank you, Benjamin McKnight on Twitter. Says, I wake up and instantly get to watch Zombie Grub and Riff and Cast from StarCraft 2. Life is good. Backwards smiley face with a cute little C. Like, we don't get to instantly do it because we were waiting on the brackets to finish up. But it looks like they are done, so I'm hitting that refresh button. And I guess I'll get you to host the first map, obviously. But Beyond's the only one who seeds through for a quick and easy win. Darius has been going from random seeding to using a Ligulac seeding recently, so it's made for some interesting setups. But funny enough, I wouldn't mind seeing Solar versus Max Said. What do you think?
Hold on here.
Max Said is a Chinese Protoss, for those who don't recognize the name.
Yeah, all right.
I just feel like there's some really cool round 2 matches potentially happening, but not some, like, not phenomenal round 1s, you know? Although Cloudy, actually, you know what? I take that back. Cloudy versus Armani, I think I'd like to see.
Oops. Okay.
For those who don't know, Cloudy almost qualified for GSL. He ended up losing to, I believe it was Scarlet at the last moment in the last round. Armani is just a generally good player. So this will be an interesting ZVP. And Cloudy's been showing some good stuff, too, in the Team House events that we've been hosting.
Armani. There we go. Okay.
All right,
There's
so
maps.
the brackets
Sally.
are off. People are casting. Benjamin McKnight with the live tweet updates on me cutting off my hand. Yeah, that sounds about right. Is Crank casting today? I think Crank's supposed to be casting today because Golden can't for some reason. Yeah, it looks like Crank's casting, but he's listed as playing Mega Man. Way to go, dummy.
Yeah. Apparently the times in the thread are a little bit wrong, too. I guess that makes sense.
Oh, what's in the thread?
8 p.m. KST, but because
Oh,
of daylight savings time affecting us and not them,
yeah.
it's 7. Most people figured it out though, or we're here an hour early, coincidentally.
Well, actually, we just... Oh, who is this? Someone just kicked in a bunch of money to the prize pool already. So Shelly Tone. That's cool. I like that I can see that in live updates now. Shelly Tone just threw in $51. I'm assuming this is $50 with the coupon code attached. I don't know why this is so silly. Shelly Tone, thank you for the contribution to the prize pool. They say simply... Excuse me. Butts. Ah, I got sesame seeds on my tongue. That is the best donation message I could ask for, so thank you very much.
Are we PST or PDT? I never get these right.
PDT is where we're currently at. So I may... This actually might be on me. I may have the wrong time codes, but the Team Liquid calendar is always right. And of course, we had the Twitch events calendar right as well.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what I go by.
Rifkin, can you move your cam so there isn't a white nuclear light near the stream? What do you... What?
White nuclear light. Well,
This thing?
joke's on you. He's about to be nuked. So...
Is he talking about my wall? Like, you guys can see my bed. I don't have a bed. Feels bad, man. It's just a mattress on the ground.
For a lot of people, that is a bed. So for a lot of people, that is a bed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have like a proper bed frame, I guess. That's why I see it as a bed. Although I guess technically a bed is just a place you sleep, right?
I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, Asian countries. It's all about sleeping on the floor.
Ugh. I used to love doing that as a kid, actually, but as I got older, my back got worse, and I said, F that noise.
Oh, I'm turning to an old man. Nah, I get that, too, actually. Although my cat does bother me more if I'm on the floor, which is kind of cute. Like, it's worried.
I can reach her now.
Yeah,
Oh, whoops,
guess so.
Corsair logo? Hang on. I got one too many logos on right now, guys. I gotta fix this. Bloop. Nope. Bloop. Nope. You know, if I actually labeled things as there we go, as their names and not just 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 A B A B C D A, then it'd be much easier to find these things. But I'm irresponsible and don't do that. So, hey, thank you very much to Tiot, all caps, for the Twitch Prime sub. First sub of the day. Glad to have you on board, and welcome to the Base Trade Brigade. You caught us at a good time, though, because we're kicking off game number 1. Spawning here on the top left side. He is currently residing in the BaseTradeTV team house. Coming all the way from China to train amongst the Koreans. It is the purple Protoss, Cloudy.
The bottom left, there's the red Zerg. He is Armani, ex-Samsung Galaxy.
Yeah, Armani actually, he's one of these guys, I don't want to quite, I put him with the ranks of like Keen, you know, like he's a good player, he can do really well, but we don't see it frequently enough for us to be like, whoa, oh my god. I think though this would be a good challenge for Cloudy though. Protoss, okay, he's having some success in the matchup, guys, we know it, depths are cool. But the thing is, Cloudy also hasn't had a lot of crazy successes, but he has shown us some really crazy games, and even while losing, this guy looks pretty fun.
Yeah, I really like the Chinese players we have in our house. Cloudy and Time.
Yeah, Time. I don't know when Time's coming back too. I know he's been in China for a pretty extended period of time for family stuff, but hopefully finds his way back soon.
Yeah, thank you to B Shredder08 for the new sub.
Woo!
Yay,
I like that. Well,
the
actually, hang
tiniest
on.
Little train.
Bees are kind of endangered though. I don't know if he should be shredding them up.
That's a good point. Maybe he just shreds the letters.
Unless it's just like, you know, he's like the shredder and his spirit animal is a bee. In which case, badass dude. Yellow and black. That's a great color combination. I won't even. That's just great.
It is a good color combination, don't get me wrong, but in terms of color combinations that I would prefer having, that's kind of low on the list, to be honest. The Pittsburgh Steelers use it okay, I suppose, but yellow, it's kind of a color. No one ever says my favorite color is yellow. Who says that?
The Yellow Ranger, probably. Which one? All of them.
No, they probably, like, that Ranger was probably like, damn it, I hate this color. Doesn't go with my eyes at all.
Cloudy is already moving out, and Twilight Council on the way. No Robo first means we're not going to see. Oh, well, Robo comes in after. But we're probably not going to get to see that Dark Shrine shenanigans that we're so used to seeing out of Protoss. If he is looking to put some more emphasis on things like resonating glaives and get really, really aggressive, we've actually seen this work out really well early on versus Zerg.
Well, depths work out everywhere, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could ask an adept to... Like, is there anything an adept can't do? Whoa, it's actually going to be a Dark Shrine. Okay.
Yeah, so... back to basics, pretty much. I mean, there really are a couple builds I've heard us do, so this isn't too surprising.
Well, the reason I was more inclined to believe the other direction is, if you recall, last time we cast Cloudy, he was actually getting really aggressive. We had some even base trades forced out, but it wasn't through, I think, most conventional methods. So I was hoping to just see some more of that continued aggression, but maybe feels more comfortable using the Warp Prism. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Archons and the DTs, like, this works out well. There's a reason a lot of people use this build.
That's a lot of wings.
Yeah, Baneling too. Ooh.
He's gonna do a Baneling bust. Like, this isn't just a... Like, he didn't misread this. He's actually being aggressive. Like, to cut way too early to just be defensive, and this might just work.
I think it's gonna work really well, because you gotta consider what comes up out of this, right? Like, the DTs, if they get warped in, it's still gonna take time to turn into Archons. He's got literally one Adept, one Mothership Core.
Well, she's gonna be taking one Baneling. Way to go. No, just kidding.
Oh, he tries to layer in a wall. If you got that gateway down... Oh, no, it still wouldn't have been a wall anyways. Never mind.
No.
This is actually really bad. Pylon's gonna die before the warping completes. Even the Stalker doesn't get to finish. And this is where you're kind of like, game over, man.
Yeah, can he wall off the main? That probably would have been a better use of a Stalker. Oh, well.
Ooh. You know, we're talking about what Armani was reading into this, but really it was Cloudy who, I guess, misread what was going to happen. The DTs do come in, and I guess, like, on a very technical scale, they could hold, but it's like, will you take too much damage before that happens? Okay, GG. I didn't expect one Baneling to do so well. That was pretty phenomenal.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy squeezy the lifey out of our Protossy. Okay, not a good start for Cloudy. Feels bad, man, because he's actually played really good games. But, you know, that might have been a little bit of metagaming. I really don't know how much like, Cloudy is playing on the Korean server and he's grinding the Korean ladder. Maybe his strategy is just so well known, or he just goes for this all the time, and the few times we've seen him do the Adept all-ins have been more of the, I guess, Enigmas rather than the normal. Because if that's the case, then it's not like Armani just guesses and wins. You're like, okay, cool, nice build, Protoss. How you doing?
Well, really, even if he was going for Adepts, like I don't believe the gateway timings are that different. Actually, maybe you get 2 gateways earlier to go up to 3 gateways. Even then, I'm not sure that would have been enough. Oh, okay, bye.
Well, thank you very much, Wyneck, for the 19-month sub. Very glad to have you back. We got a couple of bucks coming in from people donating through the codes, and thank you for that. We also have Shardin112 donate $5 or $6, excuse me, to say good players deserve to win. That is a truth statement.
I mean, you know, and there's a whole, you know, what is a good player? Is a good player the macro player? Not always. Cheese player the worst player? Not always.
I have no strong opinions.
Oh, okay.
Was Crank casting this one, or is he casting another? I don't actually remember.
I don't think he joined us.
Okay.
But I might have to go to the toilet. Patience forfeited.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. Matcherino has like a bunch of new rewards, which I guess maybe not for this cup, but I'll look into setting up for the next cup. Because most importantly, there's like raffles and other cool things too.
Oh, no, he was fast. Ready?
Did he even wash his hands? I mean, that was like too fast, too furious. All right, we got an intro for Proxima, so we'll see you guys soon. All right, hopping into game number 2 for the BTSL. Currently down 1 game in this very first match of the day. Spawning the top right, he's purple, he's Protoss, he's Cloudy.
The bottom left, as the red Zerg, he is Armani.
So as a side note, and this is just a real cool story moment for everybody. When we were at the Ting Open, I didn't have my setup that I have at home. And one of the things I like to do, you guys will notice, is sometimes slow pan. So when we were doing the Ting Open, I went to go do this and didn't realize I didn't turn the setting, because this is 1% speed for those who don't know. So when we went to the Ting Open, I started doing my intros, like spawning the bottom left. It's like whoosh, just like slide as if you're on ice to the middle of the map. It was terrible.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, I actually really like the slow pan. I just wish there was more opportunities to really use it. It's just not, you know, like the early game and that's it. But you can't really do this in a battle.
It's pretty difficult to do in a battle, and oftentimes just too distracting. Yeah. We're simple folk at StarCraft, so. Although, to be honest, we're not as simple as other games. Actually, we're probably the most complicated.
Like I said, we are simple folks here on BaseTrade. We like to grow our tournaments.
I don't know that it's true. Like, does League of Legends have can you even turn the camera in League of Legends?
You know what? Don't ask me anything about League of Legends. It's been too long since I played with their observer features, so I don't know jack squat.
I've never played with them. I'm thinking back to like any tournaments I've ever watched, and there must be Zoom. There must be. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Well, anyways, whatever.
Well, part of it is League of Legends also has an auto observer, something that StarCraft does not have. That's
true. I have no idea if that's what they use in tournaments, though. Like, it's that good. Because Overwatch is also going to get an automated observer one of these days, and I'm just like, I don't think it's really good.
Overwatch, what a silly concept. Just
hey,
kidding.
man.
I love the game. It just sucks that it didn't take off, I guess, the way I wanted to, for us at least. It feels bad, man.
Yeah, well, we learned a lot about switching or adding games in, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, getting back on point for this, though, thanks to the generosity of the folks already donating, the maximum prize pool these guys can win today now is a little over $260, I think, or $255 because of math. So already we're looking to have a great start, but I will just quickly mention while we wait for action to pick up. If you guys haven't already, type !matcherino in chat, click on that link, and use the code BTSL1 to contribute $1 to the prize pool. It won't cost you a thing. You don't have to enter in any PayPal or credit card information. It's just Matcherino's way of saying thank you for coming to the website. Thanks for checking out this tournament. We got 100 codes in total. Let's use them all up before the day's done, eh? That's the plan. That's the goal.
Well, we have a Darkshine build once again from Cloudy. This time, no Baneling Bus to worry about from Armani. It didn't really care that the Overlord's seeing this, as one usually doesn't. They had the militia core a little bit too this time. It sucks. That last game he lost so hard to a Baneling Bus, but he actually bothered to get a militia core at a decent time. Most progresses are not, and thus I feel like that's the reason they're getting Baneling busted.
Actually, I always think back to Neeb for that, right? Like, that's the guy who really likes to play fast and loose with his mothership core timing a lot of the time, and I think sometimes it can really, really hurt you, but yeah. Regardless, the Darkshine being scouted doesn't mean it's going to get stopped. The thing is, at the end of the day, if Cloudy's micro is good enough, you can still get kills with those Archons. But the idea is for Armani, Roaches should be out, Queens should be plentiful, and chasing this off and keeping it from getting too much done is kind of the goal.
Ling's gonna try and deny that base at least once, ideally, but I don't think there's enough of them. Maybe like a dozen, maybe 2 dozen. But yeah, Cloudy is going to be facing off against Lings and Roaches, so the Archons really shouldn't do very much. He warps in 2 DTs, and that's what he's going to use initially. Seems to be a more popular way of doing it lately. More experiments are being done with the simple opener, such as just 2 DTs and then two more for 2 Archons. So that queen died.
Yeah, that queen didn't just die; she got massacred.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's appropriate that he's purple because she got graped. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not okay.
That's weird. Anyways, so now we're going to turn into 2 Archons. Third base was denied by creep, so I wasn't expecting that.
Well, it's funny, if you want to chase off creep, apparently a pylon's the way to do it. Although it doesn't work out too well. Yeah, I'll need that stalker to finish it off.
We've also been seeing people go for double War Prism, and that's been kind of cool. The foreigner's been doing that, but Cloudy just very non-committal with the Archon drop. Still doesn't have a third base though.
Yeah, was it Mana we cast just recently doing that? I actually really enjoyed that, the double Warp Prism.
Yeah. It was Mana and then one other person, and I don't remember who the other person was.
That's cool. I really like if you can afford it, much less afford the attention span to split between them. I really like the potential 2 Warp Prisms bring. But anyways, just one for now, and it's going to be seeing those roaches. Kind of saying, nope, that's not where I want to go. Spire comes out too to guarantee that this doesn't stick around too long. As the problem is rarely the Archons themselves, and more so that Warp Prism.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. Just kidding. It's annoying to deal with, even if you have really good focus fire with the queens. So, looks like Armani doesn't want to deal with it. I'm gonna get a Spire. It is scouted immediately, so no surprise. But still, 8 mutas might just be worth no harassment.
Yeah, the Archons are actually getting some decent trades here. I like that he's been actually picking off the queens. That reduces what can shoot his Warp Prism down, but also just starts screwing with Injacks and what have you. Thank you very much to Mr. Dumost for the Twitch Prime sub. 4 months now. This is SC2 for life.
What about SC3?
Well, it's SC2 4, you know, so it's like the 4th iteration of StarCraft 2, which would technically be whatever would come after Legacy of the Void, right?
Well, what about StarCraft 3?
What about StarCraft 3? That'd be StarCraft 3.
What he just skips? He goes from 2 to 4.
You know what? A lot of people skip numbers. Like my building doesn't have a 4, a 13, or a 14.
3 isn't unlucky anywhere though. Not that I know of.
My building goes from 12 to 15. It's awesome. I hate superstition, man. It can be silly sometimes. I feel bad for firefighters. You got to figure out how that works too.
That's exactly why they stopped doing it.
There's a fire on the 15th floor. Well, it starts at 2. It's missing 3. Let them burn. Save the cats. All right, attack comes down through the front. Now, it is worth noting that the Mutalisk count, I don't think will contest 5 Archons very well head on. But maybe the Roaches trade out enough and they can split in with the Ravagers afterwards. But Cloudy's attack is pretty deadly. And I think one of the scarier parts of it... Oh, he's actually working Zealots. I was going to say, if he had Adepts just transferring through this, there's not enough army from Armani to chase that, really.
I don't think Cloudy has a big enough army to do that. All these mutas feel very useless.
Well, they just picked off the Warp Prism, so I don't know how useless they're feeling right now. No more reinforcements directly for Cloudy, but yeah, they can't really help with the fight. Denies Roach speed, which is actually huge for stopping any counterattack potential here. But yeah, not being able to deal with these mutas, like they're not super dangerous when there's 5 of them, but they also just can't be dealt with very easily.
They're just hovering though. I mean, I feel like Cloudy is being very dangerous by continuing to push in without a Warp Prism. He's building one right now, but yeah, it's not here.
There's no Marshal
Core. Is Zealots from way far away.
Thank you, whoever just cast Plague on the stream. We'll get to that afterwards. There's, I don't know, it's a little bit surprising, like the rally down the middle of the map, like you're still bleeding units out, maybe 1 or 2 at a time. These Archons coming over here. I guess 1 Archon for like, what, Muta's not a great trade?
No, it's not. I mean, it's nothing but roaches. I'm surprised that Cloudy hasn't recognized this. I guess he did kill the Roach Warren. Is probably thinking there might not just be just roaches, but it is.
Yeah,
surprised it's not going into immortal production anymore.
And it's really interesting seeing continued Zealot warp-ins. I mean, don't get me wrong. They've got charge. They've got some weapon upgrades. Zealots are pretty deadly, but I don't know. Like I feel like this is not the unit you would expect him to be warping in. In fact, all money going towards more Immortals or something, right? Second Robo even. But DTs, more Archons. Charge lots are soaking some of these hits. Pretty nice. Warp Prism goes down once again, though, so Cloudy's probably going to have to force this fight. The Immortals eat some of the Corrosive Biles on the back line, and they're not looking so hot.
Yeah, I don't know about this. The Archons are starting to go down in the front, and the Immortals, there's only 3 of them. You know, probably go down.
One of the things I don't like about this, and I understand why he's not going up there, but Cloudy could have gotten a free base through this. Like, even just those 4 Zealots or something walking off to the side. So I think there's certainly some missed opportunities through this, but trying to dodge their Corrosive Biles and continue forcing fights. Both players are still sitting in somewhat similar army supplies, but once again, Cloudy's reinforcements are completely shut down by these small amounts of mutas.
They're getting in here injured, which is actually doing quite a lot. So sentries feel pretty useless. The last force field there. Yeah, almost basically the last one of anti-air. This 1 soccer not really counting. Cloudy, it's another Warp Prism.
It's the 1/1/1 anti-air build. 1 Archon, 1 soccer, 1 sentry.
Yeah, nice. Cloudy also gets a 4th base. The rocks are not broken down, so this should just be like, 12 lings, 5 mutas would actually kill this, but the mutas aren't looking for it. I'm still so surprised that Cloudy has committed to this. I feel like he could have gotten a second Robo, a Templar Archives, and still done some decent damage, because Armani is still on tech that is going to fall out of favor as the game goes on.
I will note, though, these are still the same Immortals, like 8 kills, 13, 10. Like, they've actually served him really well, funny enough, through all this. So, like, cost efficiency so far has been, like, not the concern, not the problem. Gonna warp in a lot, though. Looks like he wants to go for the kill. Problem is, though, as we see here, mutas come in. Well, there's not many. There's still not much anti-air, so the Warp Prism gonna go down to the Corsair Bows. That Archon gonna die to the mutas, most likely.
No, apparently not. But Ling Flood's already taken care of by the Zealots, and they're really necessary to deal with the Immortals.
Yeah, base died too, so Cloudy was able to segment some units off like we had hoped he would do earlier. Now more Dark Templar on the way, and I guess the nice thing is you can walk those across the map. Turn them into Archons, no problem, no fear. But so many Roaches died. And while Armani's making like 16 more, keep in mind, like, he's just doing army away to still not kill an Immortal. 20 kills on one of these Immortals, Zombie Grub. 23 on another.
Immortals have lived this long is really devastating for Armani. Without these Immortals, this is definitely pushed back, and that fourth base, that goal base, is probably even canceled.
Oh, Time Warp.
Why not?
Well, actually, so what's interesting about this is it actually makes it really difficult to position those Ravagers to Corrosive Bile. But with no Warp Prism, you're kind of like, well, would he really stop him, right? Who are you kidding, I guess is the logic there. But Mothership pours out of juice. He's going to go for the final fight. This is the scrappy kind of game I love seeing out of Cloudy. He's really, I think right now he's really tempted to kill that hatchery, but he also needs to kill the army. So as he starts focusing it down, some of these Immortals might finally die. 28 kills on one. No!
Yeah. That's all their barriers pop, so they should be going down. The Zealots come in, and they might be enough. They do have Charge.
I think Charge going in there could have won that fight very easily, frankly.
Yeah, okay. It's, yeah. Oh, well, 4 bases again. Like, at any point in the last 2 minutes, Cloudy probably could have backed off and still been in a winning position, but he wanted to win the game, so he's been constantly pushing forward. To finally back off, save his Immortal, save the Zealots, I think that's fine. He even checks. He's still no 4th base. You see nothing but Roaches as well, so the likelihood of them squeezing in a Hydralisk den is just really low. Cloudy still got this.
Thank you very much, by the way, to Montyun. He's been poking away at the boss a couple of bits at a time, but he's the one who threw in 30 bucks earlier. That money will be going, of course, to the Mega Tournament fundraiser, and I guess we'll talk a little bit about that afterwards. So thank you very much. Corsair Bows going to land. Not hitting much, though. Picks up that Immortal. Oh, this bad boy. How many kills did he get? He's 24 kills. So he's taking up the mantle of the other one. But charge lots, just the charge damage alone dealing some nice damage to the Roaches. The Archon's still going strong. But I think that the problem here is Armani doesn't have a 4th. He is eventually, like with these two playing this back and forth pitter-patter tug of war, at some point Armani's going to break because he won't have money. Whereas Cloudy, he's got a 4th and it's a goal. GG. So Cloudy ties up the series now 1-1. Not bad for the first, the first game went so badly for him, you know. I was really worried he'd be kind of disheartened or like maybe not feeling up to the challenge, but all right. He brings it back.
Yeah, you know, Baneling busted, Baneling busts. Just gotta walk that one off.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go to our very first commercial break of the day. So thank you guys so much for watching. Big thank you to those. We had more people throw in their $1 coupon codes. Thank you, FG Squared. It's a name I haven't seen for a while. Hope you've been well. And, of course, many others on that page. We're almost at $200 raised for the prize pool today already, which is awesome. But sit tight, and we'll see you guys for Game 3 when we return.